Hello, this is Cactus Bob. Today we're going to talk about how long gasoline lasts. This is my 1984 Dodge pickup truck. This truck is parked in storage in one of those RV storage places in the hot Arizona sun. A little less than 2 years ago, I parked it with a full tank of fuel and stabilized with a gasoline stabilizer. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to take this fuel out because I don't like leaving it in here that long, and run it. I don't know how good this is coming out. That's my siphoning system and my little inline fuel pump there. We're going to run it in that Ford Ranger. And we're going to check out and see how good it actually runs in that truck. That truck has a little 4-cylinder in it. It's very underpowered, and in general it requires premium gas, especially in the summer with the air conditioning on. So I'm going to know very quickly how good this old gas is. This truck, other than its typical crank forever to get started, even if it's sitting for a week, started right up and drove the 2 miles that I needed it to drive to go home. And flat spots in the tires and everything you could possibly imagine. But no gasoline issues. So figure that one out. 2 years and the gasoline still fires. Well, let's see if it'll start now. The battery is pretty bad. And as you can see the fuel gauge going up, that's a full tank of premium gas. And there she goes. Starts right up and runs. Let's see, I've got a little sheet here. Oh, I can't tell you what I used, but for advertising reasons. But there's a little sheet, that cheat sheet that I have. It was premium gas. It was bought on 7/31 of 11. I paid $3.59 a gallon for it. I put $116 worth, 32.6 gallons. All right. So that's what went in it, and that's what's still in it, and that's what I'm driving on. So in the next segment, we're going to put that gasoline in the Ranger, and we're going to drive the Ranger, because I don't like to waste anything. This truck is one of those things that I thought I wanted. 50,000 miles. When I bought it, it had 45,000 miles. I bought it in 1990, I believe. I bought it off an old guy that had a stroke and couldn't drive it. And the hubcaps were stolen, and they're still missing. I've driven it 5,000 miles since 1990. I keep it around because basically it's a new truck. I mean, it drives new. Everything about it is new. But I just have too many vehicles, so it doesn't get used on a daily basis. But it's certainly 50,000 miles. I mean, real 50,000 miles, not 150. I mean, the seats are dirty because it sits closed up with cardboard in the windows all the time. But, well, let's see what happens when we put this gasoline in the Ford Ranger. I'm going to be very surprised that the gasoline is perfect, but we'll certainly get a good idea of how much degrading of the gasoline actually took place. All right, so let's go. Okay, so we're going to take this gasoline that's almost 2 years old that was in the Dodge pickup, and we're going to pour it into the Ford Ranger and see what kind of quality we have. I can tell you right now that the gasoline smells completely normal and doesn't show any signs of any deterioration. The gasoline is not yellow. It still has a clear look to it. It has a good smell to it, which kind of surprises me considering how old it is. But we're going to find out just how good it goes down the road. And like I said before, this Ranger is very touchy. If you don't put the best gasoline in it, you're going to feel it in the way it drives and the way it idles. So 10 gallons goes in, and we see actually what happens. Okay, so how did the gasoline from the 84 Dodge pickup turn out? Surprisingly good, actually. It's in this Ford Ranger now with a little 4-cylinder, And gas mileage is a little worse, maybe 1 mile per gallon. But there is no change in horsepower, there's no change in acceleration, there's no change in starting. It works rather well for gasoline that sat for a year and 7 months approximately. A sealed tank underneath the pickup truck in a storage lot in hot Arizona, 115 degrees for that extended period of time. Of course, we did use a gasoline stabilizer, but it seems to have done its job incredibly well. So all of you guys who think gasoline only lasts 3 months or 6 months, I can honestly say that you could get a year to a year and a half out of gasoline with a gasoline stabilizer with no problems at all. So I wish you luck in your storage of gasoline, and hopefully I will never let gas sit in a tank that long again. Alrighty?